Diane with Bolan-Beaty Boogie. Last night I was talking to Marc and I said, have any ideas for the show? And Marc said, yeah, we're going to jump the timeline. And then he was showing me images, and he was saying something like, like that mythical Scottish town, And I was thinking, what is he talking about? And I thought, okay. And I was grateful after the show today that I don't have to figure any of this stuff out. Just kind of I'm kind of the human body that allows spirit to come talk to all of us. And it's like, yeah, I'm glad I don't have to know what was going on here. But I think it's really interesting. Marc and I, if you haven't watched the show before, we're very interested in doing kind of outside the norm, what you might find people doing, which is accessing energies and places and beings that maybe are out, you don't hear about. Maybe in a sci-fi movie or something like that, but it's what Marc is really interested in, and he really wants to share it with all of us. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Again, we have a website, www.channelingmarc.com, and check it out if you get a chance. Yeah. Here I am. I made it. Hello, everyone. Hello. This is Marc. I made it. Well, I've been around for a little while, but I just waited for Diane to get into the groove here. Okay. Okay, yes. Hello, I'm Marc. You may know me from my rock band T-Rex, Marc Bolan. Okay, so this week, we've got a special show for you, actually. Yeah, and I've got my friends here in the studio with me. Yep. We should at some point have a talk with you guys, because you're very elusive, but you're a very important part of the show. Right. Yeah, and we've got the scouts here too, and the scouts are going to help us. Okay, we've got a couple energy scouts here, and they tend to pave, well, they don't tend to, they pave the way, especially when we travel. Okay, just making sure the path is clear, safe, and ready to go. Are we ready to go? Okay, yeah. On this show, we're going to actually jump the timeline a little bit. Okay, what does that mean? That's what Diane's asking. She doesn't yeah. Okay, well, okay. Yeah, it's a bleep, if you want to think of it. It's like a bleep, a burp, or a bleep, bleep. Yeah. Okay, so you can travel. Okay, energy travels. Okay, we all know that. Okay, energy travels. Now, okay, when you think about it, let's say you're daydreaming, and it feels like you kind of, how can I explain that? It feels like you're daydreaming, and you feel like you kind of like come back into your body a little bit, and you think, where was I? Where did I just go? Or if you're thinking about maybe getting a psychic, what do they call them, a hits, where you see something happen and then 5 minutes later it happens. Well, you're kind of jumping the line there on time, right? There's no time, so to speak. But yes, of course, and we've talked about that before. But you can kind of scoot ahead a little bit. No, we don't. Well, yeah. So psychics, they really enjoy kind of seeing ahead in the future. And that's fun. That can be fun. But there's so many different possibilities about what can happen. So it's always a good idea to be open about those other possibilities, because it might not just be one result. Okay, and we've talked about that before. Okay, so on today's show, we're going to just, we're going to travel. Yeah, we're kind of time jumping in the sense, but we're also space jumping a little bit too, to a place, okay, to a particular energy quadrant, okay, and we are going to, we better get going, right? Because, yeah, I got to stop talking here. Okay, scouts, can you go? Yeah, they're going to lead the way. Yeah, lead the way and just clear out the path for me. Okay, yep. Here we go. Yep. I'll explain soon why they're doing it. Okay, yeah. No, this isn't necessarily an easy thing to do. So I'm going to just be quiet a little bit and let them do their work. Okay? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can talk a little bit. I can talk softly. Okay, so if you were looking at what I'm seeing, if you were able to see what we're doing, traveling very fast. Almost, it looks like a time tunnel, okay, or a tunnel, like you would see on a show. Yep. A sci-fi show, science fiction show. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So the scouts are ahead of me. And yeah, they're experts in doing this. I would need, yeah, it's good to get assistance from some, from scouts like this in order to do something. Oh, like this, yeah. So it looks like we're, yeah. Oh, Flash Gordon. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah. They're slowing down a little bit. Okay, they say that they have to hold on. Yeah, there's some energy up ahead that is going to, needs to be removed or move on. Okay. No, it's okay. We can wait. Yeah. Okay. It's good to go. Okay, we're almost there. Everybody. I want to get there. Okay, good. We're coming in. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, we're here. Okay. Well, it doesn't take very long when you're in spirit. Yep. You can go places really fast. Now, obviously, I'm in this physical body, but I can still see what's happening in spirit or in the universe. Okay. Now, okay. Yeah. Okay. So the scouts have gone one each direction. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. I know. Well, see, it seems fairly easy, but they know what they're doing. If you were going to attempt this, and you didn't have the expertise, you would probably end up in the middle of nowhere, right? And it would not be a pleasant thing. Upside down in the middle of nowhere, maybe, right? Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, I really, yeah, okay, yeah. Very appreciative, because they can do this easily. Okay, so, yeah. It does feel different here. Okay, this is not genuinely a place where many go. Okay, now how did I find this? I find things out. Okay, I find unusual locations to go to, and we like to share them with you. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. Okay, is it ready? Can we go in? Okay. So there's an energy. How do you want to call it? Door flap, if you want to think of it. Where at a certain, yeah, I know. I keep saying time's not real, but there is energy space, and there is, it's more or less permission. Okay, it's permission to enter this quadrant, and that is what I am seeking right now. Yeah, no, they expect us, but there still has to be, well, it is kind of approval. And this is not, it's a closed quadrant in a way. So you need to be allowed to enter as a specific space and time. I would rather put it. Okay, here we go. Yeah. How's it going? Are they ready for us? Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay. Right. Okay, so where are we? Good question. Okay, so we are entering, now how do you, town, it's city, it is well, it's a place, okay? It's a town, and it's not readily available to be visited, okay? It's a secret place. It's a secret place, okay? Well, for folklore, like like Brigadoon, right. It's basically a space version of Brigadoon, right. Yeah. So here we go. Yeah, I'm going to meet with some of the not civilians. English. I'm going to meet with some of the individuals who live here. Yep. Okay, here they come. Oh, yeah. Hello. Yes, I'm Marc. Yeah, I called ahead, right? I called ahead to see if we could visit. Yeah, and I do have some friends here with me. Right. Okay, you're very curious. Okay, yeah. Where am I transmitting this to? Yeah, we talked. Yeah. No, you got that. You got that much. Okay, so they're a little curious because they can tell that there's some connection to the physical with me, with my energy, and they're wondering what's going on there. Yeah, I am. Yeah, my energy is flowing through or talking through a physical body at this time, right? And they're very curious about that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so thank you for allowing us to come visit. Now, we know that you are considered a closed off society, right? Basically, closed off in the sense that, okay, well, yeah, you are you're very interesting because you're closed off in the sense that you're almost not there. Yeah. And this is one of these quirky atmospheres in space, okay? And it's been great. You're saying, yeah, it's been great because, no, I'm not going to, no names. Yeah, no names, okay. Yeah, it's kind of a quirk in the atmosphere that has enabled you to kind of pop up in this location. Now, yeah, no, you're not, yeah, you're hybrid. Okay, you're hybrids. Okay. And okay, so they're saying that this has been beneficial to them because they're not easily seen or known about, right? But you have been fought over it. So this space is very desired because it's a shelter. It's a kind of, well, not shelter as much as a shield, okay? A shield. Because unless you know how to actually get in here. And it's not like, well, it has to be precise. Let's just say coordinates and the timing have to be precise in order to get in here, right? And well, yeah, that's why I'm not saying a name. But let me, yeah, can you please come forward a little bit? Thank you. Well, can I go forward? Okay, they're saying it's okay if I walk. Okay, or if I, yeah, proceed forward. Okay, so, yeah, now, I'm not seeing the whole, is it, what would you like to call this? Collaboration, collective, town, city, what do you want to, what? Okay, they're saying a village. A village is fine, which makes it sound a little bit smaller. And I have a feeling it's larger than that. But they are scanning what I would, well, Diane's physical body, actually. Are you going through that? Yeah, they are. Okay, that's fine. Well, yeah, they're scanning the brain and seeing a village versus a town. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so they're saying it's a village, but I still have a feeling it's a little bit larger than that. But we will go with that. Okay, now, now how long have you been here? Do you have any idea about that? Yeah, for forever. They're saying so. They don't really know. Now you must have some type of histories. Are they written down? Are they verbal? Are they in space or what? They do have, okay, so they're showing me large tomes, books, where records are kept. Okay, and this is in the non-physical. That is in the non-physical. Okay, so yeah, I know you don't want to give out too much because, yeah, let me ask you this, okay? Are there more like spaces in the universe like this? Okay, so they're saying there are very small handful, like what, seven or eight? 7 or 8, they're saying, okay, where where individual energies exist outside of the norm, so to speak. Yeah, outside of the norm. And well, it's not like, okay, is it like literally like a Brigadoon where it only appears, yeah, at certain, no. Okay. Yeah, so there cons, yeah. So so they're saying that they're little, well, kind of a secret, but their uniqueness comes from the fact that they are just very, 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 very hard to locate. And I'm not going to tell no, how I found out about you, because I don't want others to really, find you either. Okay. So yeah. Can I just get maybe some names of who is here with me, and if you want to give a false name. Yep. No. Yep. Go ahead. Oh. Yes, we have to. You're like considered what would be a mayor, yeah. That's what Diane's brain is saying. A mayor. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Please come forward. Okay. So you are presenting. Yeah. I can see you've got Lord Mayor, like a Lord Mayor. Okay. Yep. And you are showing me what I would see in England. Yes, the garb in England. Yes. Which, thank you very much. Yeah. And okay, so I'm looking at. I want to describe you more to the viewers. Okay. Yeah, you're trying to appear human. Obviously, you are not human. The atmosphere is very different. Okay, very different than what I've experienced before, which is, I guess, makes sense, right? Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so you are considered the Lord Mayor. Okay. And yes. Now this village is I think much larger, and I think I get the sense that it travels a far distance back. Right. Now, I know I'm not going to be able to see too much of it. Right. But, yeah, I'm just trying to get more of a sense because I really do not know too much about you. Okay. What would you like to share? Okay. So they're saying they're very, very interested because they know that I am connected to the earth. Okay. And you do know about the earth. Okay. So they're saying it's not as if no one from the outside ever comes in. They do have travelers. They do have what we would call explorers, space and explorers, who do come, who do trust them, and who bring them energy. What are you saying? Energy packets? Energy packets. No, what are energy packets? Okay, they're okay, and it's like a commodity. Energy packets. So you have things that you barter with these space explorers. Yeah, these energy packets. Okay. So these energy packets are actually kind of vital to your existence. Is that what you're saying? Kind of. Yeah. It's energy. It's not obviously source energy you would be able to access, but it's energy that makes it easier for you to live. Now you can obviously provide your own energy, but this is a specific type of energy that is pretty much essential. But it's for some reason not as readily available where you are. Right. Okay, so you do you allow these space explorers to come in. Well, yeah, kind of wild. Yep. Okay, now how do you generate energy? Now, yes. Okay, so you are non-physical beings. But obviously you are an energy source, and you are going to probably need to, just like any energy source, you're going to need to sustain yourself somehow, right? Right. Okay, so you do, yeah, so what they're showing me is it looks like some type of jewel or ruby that goes into a generator. Like, yeah, like an energy generator. And then that helps supply your energy. Yeah. So it's like a huge generator that helps supply energy. Right. Yeah, because you are kind of closed off, which is very, very interesting. So for some reason, you have to kind of generate this additional energy in order to survive comfortably. Right. Well, it almost sounds like you would need to be more physical then. Oh, yeah, right. Hybrid. Okay. Yep. I'm sorry. Yes. You did mention that. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, who else do we have here? And, okay, wait. Yeah. So, can we go back to this kind of hybrid? What are you hybrid of? Okay, so yeah. You're saying are you saying parts of you are physical and parts are not? Because that's what you're showing. You're showing, yeah, which would be very, very interesting. Yeah. Well, no, it seems to be a little bit of a confusion here. Let me just hold on. Let me just seek this out here. Yeah, because when you think of a hybrid in general of any society or any race, you would think, okay, well, they could be an interdimensional from here and half human, something like that. But usually you're considered, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so they're saying, yeah. So they're saying that they're hybrid in the sense of, energy fluctuations. Energy fluctuations is what they're saying. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not too sure. But let's just continue on then. Yeah. It seems to be, okay, and it could be that they're just not wanting to say exactly what they are. They're definitely a hybrid society or race, and they seem to have a connection to a physical, or at least in their past. And yeah, no, they're not talking to me right now. They could be a little bit wary of telling me too much information, and I respect that. Okay, well, let's go on to something else then that you might be more comfortable talking about. Okay, yeah. So, what do you do here? Okay, what do you do here? Oh, creator. Okay, ooh, yes. Okay, so great. They're very happy to talk about this aspect of themselves, which they are, yeah, well, we term sometimes mega creators, okay? And these are, beings who, yeah, I'm a mega creator. David Bowie, mega creator. Prince, yeah, so Prince, Elvis, we've met with them in the spirit, in the afterlife, and they are considered mega creators, where your chief main goal is to create. So you are prolific creators, no matter what you are creating. So yes. So you're very happy to talk about this. Okay. It seems, yeah. So you're showing me flowers. You're showing me thoughts, flowers and thoughts. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And you're still showing me like a book. So yeah, so they're showing me images that would be more readily discernible to humans. Right. Yeah, so you're showing me just this energy. It looks like clouds expanding, clouds billowing, and just creating. And you're saying these are thoughts. Yeah, thoughts. That's it. You're creating thoughts. Okay, so what purpose would this be for creating all these extraordinary thoughts, right, expansion. But there's more to it than that. So can you tell me more? Yeah, because I can tell there's more. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So they're showing hands reaching out. Hands reaching out. And why? Mm-hmm. Okay, so part of this is regeneration, rejuvenation, regeneration, okay? Renewal. Yeah. So, well, when you think about it, okay, let's say in a human body, you need energy, right? You eat food, you drink water, your body needs to move around for the muscles to work. When you're not, so you have a source of energy, the sun, you need the sun, so you have all these aspects that keep a physical body going. Okay, when you're out of your physical body, you look for other sources of rejuvenation, okay? We've talked about soul spas in spirit, where if you want to get, energy cleansed, you can do that type of thing. Of course, energy is a source, the universe, and spirit is a source of energy in itself. But you can, being an energetic being, you can, if your energy is maybe not cleansed, or if it's befuddled, you will need to keep that energy body. It's important. And so they're saying this is a source of energy renewal for them. And they're showing me generators. They're showing me like a generator, a factory, and it is, now why is it specifically, I know you do more than just thoughts. So it's important to you. It's important to know, is this going outside of here? All these thoughts that you're generating. Yes. Okay, so it is. Oh, right. So they're saying some of the ideas that they're processing here, or not processing necessarily, but creating here, do actually make their way to the earth. Really? They're saying yes. So some of the ideas that people have, okay, that's interesting. So they're saying, and we have talked about this before, where in spirit, many ideas, and many of the songs that I created as Marc, I created some of the tunes in spirit before I came, and some of my poetry, and then I brought it down, right? And a lot of artists do that. And so you're saying this is what you do. This is what you do. Oh, and it goes other places than the earth. Okay. So, and how does it get there? Oh, okay. So what they're showing me is it spurts out. It like spurts out. So you put it out there. So you're kind of a think tank. You're kind of a think tank, really, right? And then you let certain information out and see who can grab it. Sometimes they do actually barter this information to beings who request it. Right. Okay, so you're kind of a think tank, right? So that's how you survive. So the energy that you are creating also sustains you. The thought energy, because that is a very, 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 and of course this is at a very high frequency. So the thought energy that you are manifesting is also energy that your society or your race uses to sustain itself. But you do need that outside kind of jewel type energy, which it must be different, but that's how you're showing it to me. Okay. Well, can I just very interesting. No, I don't want to leave just yet, if that's okay. So I'm seeing these ideas floating out. Right. Now, are there any ideas or energies or thought processes that you keep within yourself? Okay, so they're saying the big one is how we're actually doing all this. Because this is not what quote unquote normal. So this is a very highly advanced race civilization. Right. Now you do more than this too. and I'm trying to see if I can suss that out. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can suss that out. Yeah, and they're waiting to see if I can figure out what's going on here. Yeah, okay, so I'm getting back in time, back in time, back in time, back in time, back in time. Yeah. And I'm, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. It's going to be, it might take a little more time than I have here to do this, but let me see if I can get it. Right. Okay. Yeah, so I'm getting are they blocking that? Are they blocking that information? Okay, yeah, they might be. They might be. Okay. Yeah, I'm just that specific route. Yeah, they're saying they're not blocking it, but can I interpret it? Yeah, so they're sending me energy, and I'm just seeing if I can interpret it. Because it is unusual. It is unusual energy. It's like reading a foreign language. Okay, it's like reading a foreign language. And yes, when energy is presented to you that you have not tried to interpret before, it befuddles you. And so I'm seeing if I can crack the code, so to speak. Oh yeah, there's locks. Okay, so they've got locks on this energy. Yeah, so it's not, I'm not going to be able to access that. Yeah, there are locks on it. And it would take a little bit more than I'm going to be able to do right now to get through it. So there is some, okay, so they're saying these are codes. These are codes. And yeah, they've got some very specific codes back in that area. Yeah, where I'm seeing. And yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I saw that far. So yeah, thank you. Very interesting. Okay, yeah, just a few more minutes here. Okay, now, okay, so you're saying there's about 7 or 8 of these in the cosmos. Yeah. Now, can you tell me, do they do different things? They don't want to say. Okay. Some are similar, some are a little bit different. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, so I'm getting the Lord Mayor here, and then there's about 4 or 5 other ones of you here. So yeah, would you like to talk? Is there anything you would like to say? Okay, they're very well. You seem shy. Are you shy? Do you listen to music here? Do you have music? They do. Okay. Yeah. Have you heard of me before, Marc Bolan? No. They haven't. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They can tell that I am an artist. Right. So they can tell that. And yeah, what I'm expressing here, but they're not familiar with any physical life I've had on Earth. No. Okay. Yeah. Well, can I ask what you do? Can I ask, please, what you do? Okay. So you're just, no. Yeah. So no, they're not really going into that. I'm assuming that you might be some dignitaries from the town or from the village, right? Yeah. And you're appearing shorter than the Lord Mayor, what significance is that? And you're taking a different shape. The rest of you are the same shape. You're much shorter, kind of. Yeah, not as human. No. Yeah, no. No. Very interesting. But you're not really talking. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. Okay. We got a few more minutes. Okay. Do we have a few more minutes? Okay. So, anything else? Anything else you would like to say to our viewers on Earth? No. Well, yeah. I mean, actually, they are very curious about you. Okay. Do you have any questions? Okay. Yeah. So they're saying they think it's very interesting. They've heard about Earth. They don't really travel there. They can actually, so to speak, in their mind's eye, see the planet. And how can you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they can see aspects of the planet, but they're just very fleeting. So it's basically tuning into, yeah, and of course, lots of individuals can do that. You kind of get a flicker of something, or if you're on the astral when you're asleep, you can go visit other places. Of course, and they can do this without being asleep. Yeah, they can tune into different places. They're saying, yeah, they're saying that it's very interesting to them that there are so many different types of races of humans. Right. They do not have that. No. I'm seeing a difference right here in front of me, though. But they're saying that they think this is very interesting, and they're wondering how everyone gets along. I'm saying, well, yeah, sometimes yes, sometimes no. And they're saying, religious. Do you have no type of religion? No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. And they are saying, what else would you like to say? Okay, they're saying, like, yeah, from what they see, the Earth looks to be a beautiful planet, but they, of course, the general concern is how long that will be, how long that will last. Yeah, they're saying that, so they're kind of, you're reading the energy. You're reading the energy that you're scanning through Diane's body is what you're doing. You're scanning through Diane's body, which is okay because we know that you are, you guys are fine. You guys are fine. No, and you're not, and they're not leaving any type of imprint. No, okay. Yeah. So they're just getting a little sense of who humans are, and they're very grateful for this because this will expand their awareness of everything, and so they're very grateful to have this opportunity. Okay, yeah, I think that's about a go. Is that yep. Okay, well, thank you for joining us. It was very, very, very interesting. I have heard about places like your own, and I've always wanted to visit, and so it took a lot of coordination and a lot of planning, and it wasn't, I had to go jump through some hoops. Jump through some hoops, is that a phrase? Yep. In order to do this. And so I'm very, very thankful that you were able to meet with us. Okay. Yeah. No. We will, lose the map, so to speak, about how we got here. Right. And, can we do that? Can we clear, can you guys do that? Can you do that? Can you clear out? No. Yeah, they can actually. Okay. So they're saying they can, no. Okay. What they're saying is they will just move. They can move. They won't be in the same quadrant, once we leave. Okay, and that will erase kind of the path that we took. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, we're going to head back. Okay, scouts. Yep. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to get closer to the Earth. Now. Okay, yep. Yeah, well, this isn't so difficult. I could do this on my own. But that's what the scouts are here for. That's their job, and they love doing it. They love, right. And yeah, you guys have helped us out a lot. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Closer to the Earth. Is it more comfortable? Yeah, it is because I tend to hang out here more. But I can really go anywhere. But yeah, I do have places that feel more comfortable to me. Yeah. I think I'm fading. Am I fading? Okay. Yep. Yeah. Well, that was a trip. That was literally a trip. Yep. And yes. I'm going to see if I could pick up any more information about them before we sign off here. Okay, they're still tuned into me. Okay, they are still tuned into me. So they are very fascinated. They are very fascinated with what Diana and I are doing. The planet Earth. And yeah, so it was an exchange of information, they're saying, and they are very grateful for that. And they were very interested in finding out more about humans. And they got a little, so they got some information at a little closer range than they normally would have gotten. And they are very grateful. They are saying they will not leave an imprint on the Earth at all. Okay, they will not leave an imprint on the Earth at all. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, that's it for today. This is Marc. I am signing off for this week, and I will be back soon.